Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Going into part 3 of today's episode, White Plume Mountain. Time to go forward. What are you going to do? There is a long hallway stretching to the north of you. There's debris and chunks of pudding laying scattered about. What's the plan?
But not the fun, tasty kind of.
Not the good kind of, the bad kind of pudding.
Well,
Yeah.
let's keep going. Let's keep going down the hallway.
I thought we were gonna go back to those three things. Or
Well, we also haven't been this way though.
Oh, there's another way.
Yeah.
Wait, Zuriel, wait. Let me just patch you up a little bit. That seem to have been pseudo-podded.
And Zuriel's doing the whole thing of just like ignoring her wounds and marching around. And, you know,
Okay.
driven by a fell purpose.
So you reach the end of the hallway, and there is a door. There's a door here. It is shut.
Is it swole?
Yes, all the doors in here are hella swole.
All right. Well, Zuriel just like reaches out a hand to like push on it, and she's gonna try to force it.
Okay. Strength check.
And maybe Zahiri will help me
Sure.
with help. A 24.
Oh yeah, totally. With help, you do it. No problem. So the stuck door bursts open, and there's a strange sight beyond. Let me describe it to you.
Nothing is strange anymore.
Water not only flows through this room, it floats. Entering a hole in the western wall, 2 feet off the floor is a stream, seemingly suspended in midair. It flows out of another hole near the northeast corner. The water is about 3 feet deep. You can see a few blind cavefish being carried along in the brisk current. On either side of the door are 6 kayaks, each able to carry 2 riders, but there are no paddles to be found.
This is the coolest.
So there's like a hemispherical cross-section-y stream that just kind of like boops out of the wall, and yeah.
And
How does
is
this
it
deal with my like ability to just not be like I can just water doesn't mess with me?
I would like to understand better this ability called "Water Doesn't Mess with Me." What does it do?
No, I mean, remember before? It's not like any natural stuff, like any water. It wasn't.
What's the ability called?
I don't remember. It's something to do with my being
it's
a
your druid thing?
circle of the coast druid thing. Let me.
Correct.
Okay. Right.
So Yao says, this seems like a pointless and strange place. Also wet, so we should go back and find another way around.
This room is pointless and strange and wet.
Let's never go here.
'Tis a silly place. Yeah. So there's these kayaks, and there's like a river that just runs, a little stream that runs through the room and floating just above and making its way off into the other room. There's little
Okay, well,
fish in it.
Zuriel's going to grab a kayak and try putting it in the river.
Oh, okay. All right. So you walk over. The kayaks are pretty light. You pick one up.
Yeah.
Like, describe to me what you do. Tell me what you're doing.
So, yeah, the river, it's not like the shape of the river in cross section is not like a circle.
It's not a circle. No, it
It's
has
like
a surface.
half circle.
And then there's it's as if it's being suspended in an invisible aqueduct.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so she puts the kayak on top of the surface of the water.
Okay. So there's a current. So
Yeah.
it's, so
And then I let it flow down river.
Okay, yeah. So you place the kayak and it kind of like tips and wobbles, flips over, I think, and then just floats away. This way.
I mean, it seems
think.
like we're supposed to.
Let me check
through.
which. Hold on. Let me just check which direction.
Yeah, which
flows.
direction is the
I gotta
water
Make
flowing?
sure. Entrance and exit holes are 6 feet in diameter. The stream flows quickly from west to east. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so yeah, you get a little bit of the water like splashed on you because you can't put a kayak in the water without getting a little bit of water on you. But and it's like sort of warm. It's like vaguely like not hot but warm. And it has a vaguely sulfurous kind of like smell to it. And yeah, it carries the kayak away at quite a fair clip. The current is pretty strong.
Oh, I could just if we don't want a kayak, I could just water walk all of us.
You can just cast that on all of us all at once.
Up to 10 willing creatures.
All right, let's do that. then.
How do we climb up? Does that mean we can climb up onto it? It's in the air.
It acts like harmless solid ground. So yeah,
Oh,
you
we
could
could
just
climb it.
climb on it. Yeah.
Well, I'm much more in favor of that than getting in some silly boat.
Now you do
Get
have to be
splashed.
aware that the ground is moving, so it's like it becomes a conveyor belt
It becomes a
instead of
conveyor belt. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so you're gonna
Yes, I
cast.
want to do this.
How long does this last?
An hour.
Okay, all right. So for an
Yeah.
hour, you were
Yeah.
able to walk on water. Thank you.
So
as
so
a
as soon
citizen.
as soon as you cast it on Zahiri, I'm assuming you're casting it or have cast it.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
As soon as you cast it on Zahiri, she jumps onto she like does a flip onto the
the
water
half
and, like,
Where we're
fountain
going,
water.
we don't need boats.
yeah.
That's right.
Fuck boats and just surf. I'll
Yeah.
just surf off down the
Good time.
river.
Like hop up.
That's my plan.
Zuriel is gonna help everyone else up onto the thing. She'll like give a little boost to everyone.
Okay. All right.
Sign
So
the
everybody climbs up
chivalrous
on
knight.
top of the, and it's
good.
moving.
It's
So
awesome.
if you
It's
just
pretty
crouch
neat.
down, it'll just keep people moving you down the river.
I think it's really great that we're just like standing on water as though it were solid, but it's not changed the water at all. The water still looks the same, and we're just like standing on it. It's pretty great.
Yo does the thing that cats do with his water where he goes. That's it a bit. But then you help him up, and then he's like, yeah, and he gets carried away.
Yeah, and there's like the moment where you're not gonna do it, and Zuriel just has to be like, and just like chuck you onto it.
Yeah, and he like wriggles and stuff, and he's like, oh. But then, yeah, we go.
And then yeah, she just like grabs the lip of it and vaults up
Mhm.
onto it,
And we're just gonna
and
like
away we go.
conveyor belt down this river.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you
really
should be
hope
able to
it's
just
not
head
like
down the
Twisted
river
Free.
and see what you can see.
God, where is this map taking me? Please stop. There we go.
So you have to kind of crouch as you get like pulled down this tunnel. You don't have to walk. You just crouch down and hold
Yeah.
your.
Zahiri is at the front though, right? Because she
Yeah,
jumped up
she
first.
jumped on
Yeah.
first.
The order does matter. Get in the right order.
Okay.
I would go behind her,
Okay.
and then the cat that didn't want to, and then Zuriel at the back. This is a lot of water.
Yep.
Do we
It's a
just do a
monster.
lap? Oh my god, we just do a lap.
So
No.
here's the thing. So as soon as you get here, you can see that there are men on either side of the river waiting for you to emerge. They are human. They're wearing I think plate armor. Might be lighter. Let me check.
Oh, Adam, hold
Yeah.
on. I will detect their souls 60 feet
Yeah.
ahead
So
of this.
I guess go back then. Drag
So
your
Zuriel
butts back.
shouts
Zuriel-
ahead that there's someone
So we're
ahead.
now like
You're
running
here.
backwards on the water.
Zuriel is there when you're like, souls ahead.
Yeah, and I think she just yells souls ahead. And it's somewhat ominous. But so everyone can at least kind of know that something is about to happen.
So,
Can I? Can,
so for
can
everyone
we,
in
like...
chat who's saying this doesn't even make sense, yeah, hi, welcome to White Plume Mountain.
So can we like have an action before we get there, or like? take
Yeah,
an
I mean
action
you've
to, like,
got
run
a turn
backwards?
as you're going down the stream. Yeah.
Well,
as
now
you're
that I
being
have
pulled.
extra mirror images, I'm just gonna cast one of them.
Okay, go ahead and you're gonna cast mirror image.
Yeah, so that way I'm harder to hit.
That's a good way to soak this trap a little bit
Mm-hmm.
into it.
So I have now. There's 4 of me.
While standing on the water, take the dodge action.
Sure. Yeah, as you get pulled into the room. Okay.
Yeah, I want to dodge as well, just in case there's some bad things that shoot.
And I will ready an attack action against a foe that comes into my reach.
Okay. God, this is weird. So there's all these knights in the room, right? And
Of course, there are all these knights in this room. This makes sense.
listen, no, but it gets weirder. Hear me out. So there's a room full of knights in this room. This is their little like waiting room, and they're waiting here to like catch whoever comes in. But they're human, and there's no light source in the room.
What?
So like I don't know.
We don't have any light source either. We
No.
don't have any on.
Like,
So
but
they
but
didn't
the thing
even
is,
see
like,
us.
there's no. It doesn't make any fucking sense that they wouldn't have any light source on, and the description of the room doesn't say like there's a light source, but they wouldn't be blind either. So I'm gonna give
Yeah, but
I'm gonna give torches to a
hang
couple of
on,
them.
hang on, hang on. How many times has it been like, oh, but it says this, so it's definitely this, and but this doesn't count as that?
But it specifically says they're waiting to ambush. As soon as you come in the room, they do these things.
well,
But
they're
they have
clearly
to do it from
stupid as
darkness,
fuck.
Adam.
Yeah.
No,
Because
that's
no, because
beyond the
otherwise it
pale.
wouldn't be an ambush. We would see light ahead. It would give them away. That's why they're in the dark.
No, but it specifically says like they can see the change in the river. So,
What change in the river?
well,
Does
like
it-
as you're messing with
Does
it.
it dip as we stand in it?
No, but when
No.
you
Can we
when you mess with it,
displace
like they
one?
can. That's how they would
With
see you if you're in the
that one
kayaks. That's why
kayak
they're
came
not.
through.
That's why they're not readying their action. Yeah, they detect your approach from the water. So
Yeah.
yeah, ha, night lights.
But even if they didn't, like they see an empty kayak come through and they're like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
they're
turn on
ready,
some
yeah.
torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've got
Very
actions ready as
smart.
well. So yeah, I'm just gonna put some light sources in the room. We'll just say that they have light sources. You saw that there were souls anyway,
Yeah.
so it doesn't take away or change your advantage. But yeah, weird weird choices.
I can't wait to just stay on it and just keep doing laps as everyone does useful combat actions while I'm just completely
You're just like-
pointless.
I mean, it will only last. Let me see if it's a
I mean-
concentration spell. Because wait, mirror image is not concentration,
No.
and water walk is not concentration either.
What's
so
the
you're good.
radius of? Oh, I have it here. Torch. 20 foot, 20 foot. Okay. So
20.
40 and 20. Everybody sees it.
Yes.
Okay. I will just throw a couple of these around. Just assume they're like on the walls, I guess. Keep this otherwise relatively empty room lit. But if you put the torches out or something, then you can mess with them that way.
Yeah. Grab the
All right.
water and like throw it on
Okay,
them
so
in a bucket.
you're dodging, Zahiri. They had actions readied. They don't attack you. Here's what they do. It's very specific about this. So they throw nets. They have nets ready, and they throw a net at you. So when you come into the room, these two on either side, the two next to them, they're like, ha! And they throw this like weighted net in your direction.
We
and
need to be closer. We're all being wussy. We said we were like within 5 10 feet of
Okay,
each other.
so let me see how the nets work. Net. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's an attack. Okay, so it's a thrown attack, and if they hit you, then you're restrained. So you do get your dodge bonus. I'm gonna say because two of them are throwing the net together, they're basically like trying to fish. They'll have advantage, so it's just a regular roll. So these knights.
What? Okay. It's an attack roll, but they get advantage for doing it together.
Well,
Wouldn't they just both get it?
one of them is aiding the other. It's one net, right? One of them uses his action, and the other one throws the net.
All right.
Yeah. So they have it's a throw attack. They have a bonus of 2. Okay.
I just feel like this is one of those things that's like it's totally pointless, and lots of things have already changed from what it was. You know,
I mean,
what
if you want to do
Uh,
something that
like,
not dodge, you can.
No, it doesn't matter. Just go.
Okay. I mean, your AC is pretty high, so let's see. 13. No, so you dodge
No.
the net. They throw it, and it like flaps out there. And that is the only action that was readied for them. So I guess we should roll initiative. If you're standing on the river, you automatically move downriver during your turn. I guess 30 feet. Yeah, they're getting ready to grab you. Hang on one second. Let me clear the order. Okay. Turn. You got a what did you roll on yours? 18? 0?
18.
Okay. And I'll roll for the 2 types of monster I have here. The knights and where's this?
Yes, as Zuriel has demonstrated in this quest, knights are indeed monsters.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Where is this loser? Does he not have his own? Where the hell are his stats from? Let's see. Maybe he's just a knight with a lot of hit points. Oh yeah, he totally is. Okay. All right, so he'll go with them. I see. So he's a knight with like twice as many hit points as everybody else. All right, I see how it works. Okay. All right. So yeah. There he is. Okay, I see where he is. Thanks, Freckled. He will get his own initiative. He doesn't act as the same as them. There we go. Okay. So, let's go. First to go is Zahiri. Unsurprising no one. So Zahiri, you are, I think you have like higher ground over them right now because you're standing on the river. The stream is, yeah, only 2 feet off the floor. So you're just a little above them. Okay. What do you
Okay,
wanna do?
well, I don't see a reason to stop. These guys are stuck in this room if they don't get onto the water, and we're on the water, so I'm just gonna float 30 feet and take a dodge action.
Nice. Okay. Now, if you take the dodge action and you just stay on the river, you'll get attacks of opportunity by like all these knights, right?
Forced movement does not invoke attacks of opportunity.
Force movement is only 30 feet then. So you'll
And that's
let the
what I
river
said.
carry you.
I float 30 feet and I take a dodge action.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Perfect. So you just float by. Maybe they lunge for you, but they can't get at you.
Zahiri is the one noodle where when you're
Yeah.
pouring the pasta into the colander, it just like gets down into the sink. And
It's a good point.
It's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I wonder about that. Like, it is fine. It does sound like forced movement, but is a conveyor belt forced movement?
Yes.
I think it must be. Yeah, environmental move if you're getting swept downriver. Okay, Zuriel.
Oh right, because of how initiative works. Can I like squeeze or move past? Is this a space?
Yeah. You can move past them.
Okay.
Yep.
I just charge out in the room and I'm gonna kill this man.
So you're gonna charge out, jump off the little river, and then take a swing.
I have a sword. It is hungry for souls.
It sure is. All right, go for it.
Let's do this. Get Black Razored. So this guy takes 14 slashing.
Okay.
Plus, I don't know what their AC is. Is 18 a hit?
18 is a hit. Yeah, just barely.
Okay, on this one, I will make it a. I guess I'll do goading attack on this guy, so he can't attack my friends. So it does its damage as normal plus 1d8. And then, so he takes another 12 and then has to make a wisdom saving throw against DC 15.
Okay.
Or he will have disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me until the end of my next turn.
Oh, that last hit, he's going to use his parry ability to increase his AC by 2.
Okay, so it doesn't hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Okay, so then I just keep my
Just keep your
superiority
die,
die
yeah.
and none of that other stuff happens.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So the first swing, I forgot. I always forget that ability. So you take a swing at him, you hit him on the first one, then he manages to get his great sword up in the way and blocks the second one. Cool. Okay. So the knights. So this guy, it's difficult terrain to wade through the river, but we'll get to it in a second. Because that's all they can do. He has to go through it as it like goes around him.
That's a good point. He couldn't have parried. He's already used his reaction this time.
Oh, because it was one of
Just a
those.
held
Yeah,
action.
that's right. It was the knight that had already used his reaction to throw the. That was before we rolled initiative, though.
He hasn't had a turn since then.
Ah, so that's what it does. So it resets when he has a turn. Okay,
Yep.
sure. Okay, all right. Go ahead and
Okay, so he takes his
take his. Yeah, he takes his
12 damage.
Takes his
I
medicine.
rolled so poorly on that.
You did, yeah.
That's the lowest damage roll I can get is 9, though. That's kind of
Okay.
fun.
Wow.
Yeah, so he takes a bunch of damage and he can't. He has to make a DC 15 wisdom saving.
Yeah. He's only gonna attack you anyway. Okay, no.
Excuse me.
All right, so yeah, he's at disadvantage to attack anyone but me.
All right. Okay, so the knights. This one's gonna move over here. That one's gonna move there. This one will move there. Yeah, because that's 10 to go through the river. Okay, so a bunch of knights surround you. And then these 4, because there's 2, they kind of work in teams. These ones are going to come up here and attack Zahiri. Okay, so the knights, as long as there is one of them, they all have their like leadership ability going. So I get to add D4s to rolls, but they can only benefit from 1 leadership die at a time. So.
Okay.
Oh, also, Adam, I forgot to ask, what are they armed with?
Great swords.
Excellent.
Great swords and heavy crossbows. Cool.
Heavy crossbows, you say, so they can't multi-attack with them.
They sure
you say.
That is correct. Okay, so the 4 knights surrounding Zuriel begin making melee attacks. The first one makes his 2 melee attacks, neither of which, one of which might.
My armor is 18.
Okay. Okay, so you take 11 from the second hit.
You rolled a 17.
Yeah, and then he gets the D4. They give each other leadership bonus.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I take 11 slashing damage, which is to say I take 8, but then half of that, so I take 4.
But you're
resistant to slashing.
Yeah, your armor is resistant to slashing. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. One of these guys doesn't attack. One of these guys is the guy giving the commands, so he's not going to attack. The other, so there's 2 more that attack. So one takes 2 swings. That first one might hit because it's 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Barely misses. And then the last one, 2 swings. And then you get hit for a 9.
Okay, so 9 minus 3 is 6. Half of that is 3, so I take another 3 damage.
Okay. Cool.
Because you're tanky as fuck
I was
against
say, yeah, you're
specific
tanky,
things.
really tanky against these guys.
If they had maces, I would be dead.
Oh yeah,
already.
you would be just turned to pulp, but they don't. Okay, so now Zahiri, same thing. One of them will activate. One of them will activate the shouty ability. So
Okay.
He's barking orders to the rest, and then the other 3 make 2 attacks at disadvantage. Okay, so 1, 2. What's your armor class?
17. You can't hit me from a 10.
Yeah.
13. You could get it on a D4, maybe.
Yeah, and there's that 13. So let's see. Okay. So you get hit for 11.
Okay.
And then how many was that? That's I think one more guy. Right? 1, 2. Yeah, one more. Okay, and then another one of those is a hit for 13.
Oh yeah.
All right. So these knights, they're all dressed in like the same
How does the dodge action that she took work here?
armor.
I'm taking it's disadvantage. They take disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're all wearing the same armor, but it's actually kind of comical. Like they're trying to grab you and hit you with their swords as you like surf by on this thing, and you're just dodging most of the swings. A couple of them tag you, but you don't get hit. Now their boss, I don't think he realizes that Zuriel is like immune to, it just looks like your armor is real tough.
I mean, yeah, it's not.
But he also has nowhere.
immediately
He also has nowhere to
obvious.
stand. So he's got a short bow that he's going to shoot at you. So
No, not my one weakness. Short bow.
short bows.
Your one weakness.
There's
everything
nowhere to
except
stand but
slashing.
river. There's no real other targets. So he takes a short bow and he draws and he fires a couple of arrows at you.
Do I get cover for being behind a river that is?
Yeah, I'll give you +2 to your armor class for sure.
Great.
Because of
Great.
the river.
Because you can't. You definitely can't shoot anything through.
No, don't
a
forget to
body
ask
of
the
water.
sword to haste you.
All right, so 1, which is a hit for let's see.
Yeah, how do these damage numbers?
So
work?
he's got a weird ability. Ignore everything except just the regular. This is a crit, so it's extra confusing. But he deals 1d8 plus 2 piercing damage right now.
I cutting
Okay,
words
so
him.
just the
I
8
can't-
damage.
Do I have to be able to see him?
Yes, yeah. You can't cutting word something you can't target. Like he's not.
So, anyways, I take 8 piercing damage, which is 16, so I'm down to 31 HP.
Yeah, and then he fires again.
Oh, but then, sorry, no, I take 8, which means I take 5.
Right. So you take 10.
So I'm at 37.
Okay, and then you take 4, but you take 1, so you take 2.
Yeah.
And then the last shot, he gets three shots.
Damn, what a beast.
And then you take 4, same thing, so you take another 2.
Yeah.
I will track his arrows because he does have a limited amount.
Oh, this is gonna be the manticores all over again.
All right. So how many arrows is in like it's like 20, right? In like a standard quiver.
In a standard quiver, I believe so.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what he's got. So he's just like drawing arrows and firing them at you. Now your resistance is a shield master thing, right? We don't have to go back.
No,
and...
it's a heavy armor.
Oh, it's your armor.
thing.
Perfect. Okay, I was just making sure. Okay, Saris, you hear a lot of like manly grunting and clashing of weapons, and splashing ahead
hot.
of you. Yeah,
I
and
do,
I guess
and
you
I
can
see-
see
I see
this.
I see 4 people surrounding Zahiri, and she's getting shot at, and I want that not to happen. So I think I'm gonna try and charm them all because they're humans. Yeah.
They are definitely humans. Yeah.
They are only human. after
So
all.
I can cast this at a 4th level and try and charm all 4 that are around her.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely can.
I think I'm gonna charm 3 of them and the champion, or attempt to.
The champion? What do you mean?
That
Oh,
guy.
this guy's their boss.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and charm 3 of the people around Zahiri, and then the champion. I can't really see this guy.
You're gonna need to move. Well, you move anyway, right?
Okay,
Like,
yeah, I move with the river, but this guy is the one that's not targeted. The lower
The
right.
river moves you here,
Okay.
but you can cast as you're getting moved.
Anyway, I'm casting that at a 4th level, so they have to make what is it? Wisdom saving throw. At 15. I don't think that Zahiri hit any of them, so they're not at advantage.
Nope. Okay. All right. So it's everybody in this little cluster except this guy, right?
No, bottom right.
Everybody except that guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll start with the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's wisdom save.
15.
He fails, but he gets to use Indomitable to reroll failed saving throw.
Who are these guys? These guys they got all kinds
Still
of rules.
fails.
Still fails.
All right. So he becomes charmed by you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then the other 3 knights. 1, 2, and 3. So,
So
one
only
of
one
them,
of them.
Yeah, one of them resists.
Wow, that's a really good spell. Good job.
Yeah, so I basically am like, wait a second. You don't want to hurt us. You want to hurt them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they think you're friends. They
Yeah.
don't do what you say. So,
Okay,
like,
but
if
they're
you're
not
like,
gonna-
don't
they're not
hurt
gonna-
us, they'll be like, that's smart. You're our
Yeah.
friends.
Just don't hurt us. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you have 1 extra charm.
You charm 4, right?
No,
Oh,
I
that's
charmed-
right. Yeah. all
The
the-
one saved.
Yeah, that one saved. The last one did. It was this guy. He was the last one. Thank you. Okay. Cool. You still have your own move if you want to do something.
I
But
guess
You're being threatened. You're being threatened by the guy you didn't charm. There's 2 guys there. So.
I'm gonna be okay with that because I got the mirror image on, so I'm just gonna try and hop off and be behind the guys that are my friend.
Okay. Cool.
Like,
Charm
I can just
person's not a
move through them.
concentration spell.
Mm,
It
Nope.
doesn't appear to be. Okay. Cool.
and neither is mirror image. So
Okay. So let's have you. I'll roll against the mirror image. I think you rolled it up here. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So you currently have your 3 duplicates, and I gotta roll.
so a D20, if it's 6 or higher, it changes to a duplicate.
Okay. So he targets a duplicate.
And then I think they have an AC of 12.
Okay. So he gets a single attack because it's a reaction, and he hits it and dispels 1 of your duplicates.
Okay. So now I've got 2.
All right. We got two dupes remaining. Okay, Yowl. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I get moved into the room so I can actually see what's happening. Oh, there are more lights than I thought there were. That's very disappointing.
Oh, and I'll add mirror image. It's a 1 minute spell, so it's got.
Okay. Been waiting to use this spell.
All right, Yal, what are you doing? So you come floating into the room.
Yep. Let me just double check the wording on this one. Oh, it's not in the SRD. That's why I can't find it. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. I cast Warding Wind, which I can't drag from the SRD,
that's okay.
but
Tell me
I
what it
will
does.
read you. It's a concentration spell where a strong wind of 20 miles per hour blows around me in a 10-foot radius and moves with me, remaining centered on me. It lasts for the spell's duration. So it has the following effects. It deafens you and other creatures in its area. It extinguishes unprotected flames in its area that are torch-sized or smaller. So the plan is warding wind and just use my cat ability to just run around as much of the room as possible and turn off all the lights.
I like how you turn this into a Warcraft fight. All right, so how does it extinguish fire? It's within what of you?
10 feet of me. 10
All right,
feet
I'll give you a
radius.
little like warding wind aura.
Yeah.
What color do you want it to be?
Blue.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
So when you cast it, it immediately extinguishes that light, right? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then as the water drags me, it'll take me past that one.
Right, and you get out of his threatened range.
Yeah. And then
And that knocks out this one.
Yep. And then I
This
jump
is
out of
actually
the
really
water.
clever. Nice work. Okay, so you
Yeah,
hop
this
down.
is the best.
I hop down over towards this one, extinguish that. 25. Zuriel doesn't actually have a light spell on at the moment.
No.
So it's like showing that there's stuff there, but there shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, Azrael's light spell is off. Let me turn on.
Has been for a long time. Yeah.
Let's see. Azrael emits light. No. Okay.
And then I move there.
Okay.
And one, yeah, because I can't move one more. So
No,
Yeah.
Zuriel, what's your normal dark vision? Because I want you to be able to see.
I think I have 60-foot dark
Okay,
vision.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just running around the room extinguishing torches.
and I'm incredibly loud as well, but they can't see me because there's this well, they can see me, but I've kind of done my job now. So if the two that aren't charmed sort of want to turn and attack me, they can try and brave the wall of wind if they want to. It doesn't do any damage, but it'd be scary.
It's so good. All right,
Yep.
Zahiri, it's your turn.
Okay. Well,
Come hang out with our new friends.
No, they're not your
they're
new
not
friends.
my
They're
friends.
yeah, they're
Okay,
just
but the
your
thing
friends.
Is, it says it's charmed by you until your
Uh-huh.
companions do anything harmful to
Yes.
it. Why would that end the
'Kay,
spell
so-
if
so-
I'm not the one doing harm to it?
Here's the
It's-
thing. I am friends with Andrew. Andrew introduces me to someone, and that person slaps me in the face. I'm gonna reflect poorly on Andrew. I'm gonna be like, Andrew, your friend just slapped me in the face. I don't know if I can be friends with someone who's friends with someone who just slapped me in the face. They're your friends, and if you treat
But by the
these people
same-
attacking them, it's
but by
only
the
charm
same
for you.
turn, it wouldn't attack people that it thought were my friends.
That's not true.
So, but
Zuriel is murdering their friends. You are also their friend.
okay, but if Zahiri doesn't murder,
Yeah. Oh,
my
yeah. No,
friend.
no. They don't care about Zahiri. They're just like, who is this random person?
okay, so they're not going to attack her because they're charmed by me.
Well, 2 of them will attack with reactions
yeah.
as she
No,
goes
no.
by. But
That's why I was
Actually-
saying
they just don't
come
really care.
behind.
Actually, 30 feet of that movement is forced
Yeah, so
movement,
you
so,
just
they
glide
don't
forward.
attack.
There you go.
Um,
Using the river to your advantage.
And then.
I mean, you could just run into the corner and take out one of those torches.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can do both, actually, because I might be able to. Yeah, because I haven't moved yet, so that'll take me 20 feet, and I can just like, like whatever, extinguish the torch,
Grab it,
And then-
throw it into the river.
and then I can run back for the same distance and still do it.
Crossing the river takes
But isn't it suspended in the air? Can't I just like?
Well, it's,
no, it's difficult terrain for them to go through it. It's difficult terrain for you. Same thing.
Alright.
Anybody
but
crossing
she
the
still
river,
has
it's
the
difficult.
spell on her. It lasts for an hour. Water walk does.
I mean, whether you go through it or you climb up over it, it's still
And it's still
slower
gonna-
than running
Okay.
in a straight line.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, hang on.
I guess if
so
you-
that's 20
If you had
feet.
that spell on and someone tried to slam your face into the water, would it hurt you? Like you would,
Yes.
yeah, you wouldn't go
As
into
much
it.
as slamming your face on the ground. Yeah,
What happens if you're already underwater and someone casts that on you?
it brings you up to the surface.
Does it just like boop?
At 60 feet.
That's
I think.
awesome.
Yeah,
It gives you the
says-
bends.
Yeah, you become hydrophobic. and
It
it
says
just boosts
you
it.
raise to the surface of the liquid at the rate of 60 feet per round.
That's really quick. It would like rocket you up and then
10
you'd hit
feet-
the surface and go.
Yeah, 10 feet per second.
I can't figure out if I can get this done. I don't think I can.
It's
both.
fine. None of them are standing in that, and even if they do, they don't have any targets that are in the lights. It's fine. We just.
I
fight
guess
them in
that's
the
true. It's not
darkness.
even a big issue. The ones
I
that
mean,
really
do you
matter
have
were
do you have
the
do you have any missile weapons you could throw at the other?
No,
torch?
because I left my darts
Right.
behind.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Oh yeah,
'Cause
that's
of the
right.
convection
'cause the
oven.
Convection oven.
or sorry,
Yeah.
the induction oven.
Right.
Slightly different.
We would have had a chance to pick those back up because we've been alive since then.
No, no, this
And-
was the second time through.
no, it was the first time.
It was the first time
Um,
through.
I'm just gonna hop out of here and put
Maybe
this
still
torch
wouldn't,
out.
still wouldn't have it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you extinguish that torch.
Screw it.
Yeah, I mean, if we'd thought about it, we could have picked the darts back up. I could have taken them, dimension doored through, and then given them back.
So
to
many
you.
of these knights now cannot see anything. Okay. Are you done your turn?
I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way I can do it, and I don't think there is. So never mind.
Okay.
I'm done.
Great. Okay. So, I guess Zuriel, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's one that I've been attacking with a sword. Yes.
Yeah, and they're all blind now. All these ones in the corner, they can't see shit.
Okay, does that give me advantage to hit
Yes.
them? Okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna keep hammering on this.
So suddenly they're like, "What? Hey, what? Ooh, wait, I'm fighting over here." Yeah, and then just whooshes you. All right.
So 17 slashing.
Okay.
Just tell me when this guy's dead.
Okay.
9.
There you go.
slashing.
Now he's dead.
Okay, good.
Black Razor consumes his soul, filling you with temporary hit points.
And then, yeah, having slaked its lust for souls,
No, never.
Zuriel now says to the blade, I've given you strength. Now give me yours. And like, I want it to cast haste on me.
Yeah, totally. You get 52 temporary hit points. And it just shouts into your mind like more, and you feel like this blood frenzy come over you, and suddenly everything is just like slow and quiet, and these confused knights, you can just see like their life force throbbing within them, and you can feel Black Razor's hunger.
All right. Well, then I'll use my haste attack to hit the next one.
It can't take its turn in the middle of your turn, so it hastes at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, never
it
mind.
actually like has a turn, but yeah, it can't be mid your turn. It wasn't holding its
Yeah,
action
that's-
waiting for you. But
It's
yeah.
cool.
All right, so you're hasted now.
Yeah, so my AC is now 20, and
Okay.
I don't think I need to do anything else on my turn. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Let me just put your. The hell's my little haste marker I always use? There it is. Boop. And I will add haste to the list. And you've got. You'll have 10 turns of it. All right, cool. Well, before I do all the knights, let's take a short break here to give us more time to actually do this fight after. And when we get back, I don't know if they're gonna surrender. Like, their leader is charmed, so you could probably convince them to surrender, Saris, if you're like, "Hey, give up, idiot." We'll see. I'll get you to make a roll. So stick around. We got more fighting in this strange place when we get back.